Hi there, everyone. I am here today with Brandy Agerbeck, and she's another one of our authors in Scars to Stars in the book anthology that we're launching on February 22nd. And so we have our two questions for you, Brandy. And one
Yes, please.
is tell us a little bit about your chapter in the book and what you wrote about.
Excellent. So happy to be part of this project and super excited that you're launching on the 22nd, which is one of my lucky numbers. So thank you for that.
Awesome.
Totally. Um, so my chapter is about shushing the inner critic, quieting that inner critic. And it's something that is a big, big part of my business life because I teach people visual thinking. So I teach people how to get their ideas out. But so often, because people feel like they can't draw, and because so many of us are very good at being so hard on ourselves, um, there's a lot of conversation about that inner critic. And somehow I've made friends with my inner critic. I think partly exactly because I'm getting my stuff out on paper, which is big reason I talk about it and I teach it. But I think also because I had an extremely loud outer critic in the form of my dad. So a whole lot of that, um, a whole lot of that role in my life was truly personified in him. And in the chapter, I don't want to spoil kind of the progression, but I tell this story where my dad had an opportunity for me. what I learned about what I learned about myself, what I learned about from him through a difficult story with him. So that is the sort of vague introduction, but I am really excited because in it might be a little different than other chapters in that we've kind of integrated some interaction where you'll have a chance to, I'll help guide you through getting those inner critic jabberings that are in your head out on paper. So hopefully it's a good story plus a tool that is useful for folks.
Yes, I think it is useful. I was just telling Brandy I was reading it again last night, and it gives you your own kind of homework that is really helpful to process some things. So I'm excited for everybody to read it. Um,
Awesome.
and my other question for you is your experience of writing your story about this and how that affected you writing it
Yeah.
for public consumption.
Yeah. Um, it's it's interesting. The one thing I will say is this is known from in my circles as the beige saw blade story. And when I've told the story anecdotally, everyone's like, "What on earth are you talking?" Like, it's an entertaining story. And when we had when you gave me this wonderful invitation to be part of your summit and now be writing this chapter, I it gave me a chance to get that story out, which has only ever been told out loud. Um, and it was it was a challenge for me because my role in the world is very much expert in visual thinking and teacher. And I kind of joke that, I'm very systematic and very thinky. So, trying to be more feely was was a challenge, especially in writing, because, I'm more than happy to tell you, the ridiculous textbook stories of my upbringing. But when it came to writing down and, writing it down and publishing it and making it something that was cohesive and useful and has that heart in it was a challenge. It was definitely a different role for me, but I'm very, very happy for the opportunity.
Oh, good. Well, I'm happy
Yeah.
for people to read it because um, it is very fun in a way, but it's also a very serious story about how you progressed in life from your teenage years because of how your dad interacted with you, and I think people
Mhm.
will get a lot out of it. So I'm very excited about it.
Thank you. I hope
Um,
so. I hope so.
Yeah. And I just want to let everyone know that we're going to have a book launch event. And at the end of this conversation, in a minute, I'm going to put up a graphic for you so you can see the book cover and kind of our launch date at the end of the video. And then below this video, I'm going to put the Eventbrite link so you can register to join us. It's free. It's probably going to be a 60 to 90-minute event. And I think it'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully you'll learn a lot and meet a lot of the authors, and so when you read the book you'll have a personality to go with it. So thank you all for watching and being here, And thank you, Brandy, for being here. And I'm gonna take us out of the stream real quick and put up that graphic, and then we'll end the video. Hold on one second.